we're back with episode...
Doug Gilmore, Calgary Flames.
For those that don't know who Dougie is, it's episode 39. I didn't look at you saying that you didn't know who that is, but...
You implied it before we started.
Do you have proof of that, Mike?
Yeah,
No.
I got a witness.
Okay, you're going to listen to this guy?
All right, so I was going to tell Doug Gilmore's story. Here it is.
Well, hang on, Mike. Hang on, Joe.
Oh, okay.
We're at Deadbeach. Deadbeach Brewery
totally.
with this beautiful background. We're in their sampling restaurant area room, which was absolutely beautiful. We were here last year, Mikey. You weren't here, but I wasn't going to say for the grand opening, but we were here. This location, we sampled some food, some drinks. It was a really good time, man.
Well, what's really cool is I walked in the door and like, hey, Coach, you want a root beer?
Oh, look at you. Hey, Coach.
I'm just kidding. That was Amanda.
So episode 39, this is Deadbeach. We'll just kind of talk about it a little bit, and we'll get into our stuff. Their 9th anniversary, Deadbeach, but this is the 1-year anniversary at this location. So they got a bunch of festivities going on this weekend at 3200 Durazno, and it's going to start Saturday. I guess Saturday from 3 to midnight. They're going to have it's for everybody.
3 to midnight.
Anybody can come. It's free admission. They're going to have feel good DJ. DJ Johnny Cage will be here. They'll have stuff for the kids. It's going to be a
DJ
really
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, man, he's big time, dude.
Dude, he's been around since I was a kid.
Yeah, no, he's been around, but we'll talk more about their
That
event
makes him
here.
old, Mike.
Yeah. Real old.
So he's still
Yeah,
here.
you start saying
He's
I was
hanging around,
around when
but
I was
he's
a
good,
kid.
man. He does a
You're
good
getting
job.
up there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
But Joe, so let's go back to you here. You're Dougie Gilmore.
Okay, well, this is a hockey podcast, so I think this is okay. So
Usually
I
is,
got
Joe.
to the year of the strike, 94. I think, 94. We had a lot of guys practice with us. I was playing junior hockey at the time, and so Dougie Gilmore comes in, and he's hanging out with us. He's going to practice with us, but he doesn't have a hockey stick. Like, NHL superstar.
I got a story.
Right? No hockey stick. So we're getting ready. We go to walk out the ice, and he literally, and I kid you not, tape on the stick. Tape is fully, there's a stick there, his size, but fully taped. He grabs the torch. He heats it up, steps on it.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly flat. Lets it cool off, looks at it, goes and practices.
Wow.
The flat stick.
Perfectly straight. There was a curve on the stick. He just heated it up, stepped on it, left it there for a minute, looked at it.
I just remember
let's
those
go.
days. Those days you'd get your old blowtorch out there.
awesome.
You'd light
I
it
think
up.
it was as straight as Crosby's, if not maybe straighter. I know Gretzky there was very little, and Crosby and Dougie, I think, are one and the same. Like Crosby's is almost perfectly straight.
That's unbelievable to be able to play hockey like that.
Yeah, it's unreal.
I probably could.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can.
right.
You might have had 100 in puck.
I was just
If
gonna
you
say,
used
Joe.
the straight one, you might have had 100 in puck instead of
I don't know,
75.
Mikey, but I don't know if you know this, but I scored 75 in Puppy. Just throwing that out there.
Somebody told me one time.
You probably heard about it.
It was on the cover of the hockey news.
Yeah, man.
Everybody
Did they
heard
even have that back then?
the hockey.
the hockey. I still get it.
I was in the newspaper, man, as a freaking. How old are you in Puppy? Like 10?
Oh no,
I don't know.
You're younger than that.
You know, I was freaking
Like
all over the
6 or
newspaper as a
are you?
10-year-old. 75 in Puppy, bro. Titan TPM 1020.
All clappers.
The 1020.
Yeah, my blade was about this thick.
Yeah, from
Remember those for the
Yeah,
roller?
you used to
Oh,
use them
yeah.
for road hockey too.
Yeah, it just wears down.
Yeah.
Those
They're
were the
made out of
best
plastic.
roller, like the street hockey sticks. Those are the best.
Okay, so those ones,
Yeah.
you had to curve with boiling water. You had to use the steam to curve it tight. Couldn't use a torch
Just 'cause of the
you'd
fiber,
break
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it's not-
plaster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't use a torch. You had to use Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that with our mini sticks, like at hockey
Hell yeah.
tournaments.
For
Stick 'em in
the
boiling water,
hotel,
put
the
curve
hotel
on 'em.
rooms in the freaking hall.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the commercials that are coming out now with the NHL guys when they're doing the sock hockey in the hotels?
It's
funny shit,
The
man.
coach says, no, which it was Minnesota Wild. You see it
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
time because you and I watch the same channels, right?
Yeah.
Because with this fire stick.
Yeah.
And it's Billy Guerin say, hey, this is how serious this trip is going to be. Like
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
in the pool, nobody's, and next thing you know, the boys are doing cannonballs and they're playing hockey. And all
that's
that.
awesome,
Yeah,
though, you
it's
know what I
cool.
mean?
Absolutely.
Now, here's a question. Do they still do that kind of shit
Yes.
at the pro level?
Oh, they swim in the pool?
Well, I don't know if
They
they
might
would
be
do
swimming
that.
in somebody's
No, but I'm
pool, but
talking-
it's probably about 4 a.m.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, do they roll up the old sock and
No.
play in the halls?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? That'd be... Oops. I probably would.
Well, I'd
When,
like to see them
when-
all do cannonballs. Remember your coach said no swimming?
Yeah, man. See ya.
Yeah. You for sure.
Oh, 100%.
We're not listening to that. It's
No,
like, you know, guy, I'm doing 10 triple
was like,
Lundies and 15
I scored
cannonballs. What are you
75 G's in Pup Bay. You can't tell me what to do.
When I moved into my apartment in college and it was still empty, we had a couple mini nets and mini sticks, and so we turned one of the
you had
rooms
to.
just into a Thunderdome, and it got violent. It was awesome.
For sure.
So, okay, we're talking stories here. Here's one for you.
I got another one for you.
So, Dubuque, Iowa. Worked there 10 years, and there was a little locker room, and then there was a shower on the back of the bathroom that had a door on it. Like, you could literally open and close the door. So, we were not allowed a key to the arena.
Weird.
Ever. From 19, I'm going to say it was 1983. I was there in 2005. And they still were not allowed a key to the arena. Because what the players did was they got off the road one night, and they took a piece of plexiglass out of the rink.
Yeah.
And they put it in front of the door. They sealed it with wet towels, turned the hot water on, and made a hot tub, and then invited a bunch of people in the rink.
Of course they did.
Right? This is like 1983. And then when they left, they just lifted up the
let her
piece
go?
of glass and put it back, but they let the water, and it went all throughout the whole building. There was like 30,000 gallons of water.
That's unbelievable.
And they were never allowed a key again. To the arena.
So-
we had to always wait for somebody to open the door.
That's awesome.
Happened 30 years ago, for God's sake.
Well, you could get away with it then. Sort of.
People
Sort
don't
of.
forget.
Yeah.
I got a story for you. This is a Jay story. This is a funny one. So,
Oh, by the way, Jay, I need air in my tire. I'm just kidding.
Jay's a good dude. Again, everyone that's listening to this disclaimer, Jay's all on board that we talk about him for the most part.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I haven't seen Jay in 2 days. Where is he?
he's in today. He's in today.
Is he in today?
Yeah, so
3
we're
o'clock?
this is I don't know what we're doing. On maybe Friday or the weekend or whatever. Comes up to my office and he's freaking rubbing his eye. And his eye's red. And I go, Jay, like, what are you doing? He's like, a bird shit in my eye. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man, a bird shit in my eye. I'm like, and he's rubbing it and he's like, yeah, I was fixing this hole and next thing you know, I'm pretty sure a bird shit in my eye. I'm like, Jay, there's a couple things wrong with this. First and foremost, why are you telling me?
What hole was he fixing?
Why? Are you sure it was bird shit?
Great question.
But I'm like, Jay, like, why are you telling me first and foremost? And second of all, you should just said a lint, a bug. You know what I mean? You're just setting yourself up for failure, bud. But Jay,
Mikey,
he's
that's
telling me this.
awesome. What hole is he fixing? Right?
But no, yeah, it's a fair question. But anyway, Jay, when you listen to this, help yourself out, my man. You know what I mean, bro? Don't give me so much ammo.
Quit throwing us softballs, Jay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Throwing softballs and hitting
They're really
them out.
hard to hit 365.
But the freaking Dodgers were hitting them all night last night.
Dude, I was so excited because we were busy on the weekend. I didn't get to see any baseball, and I love playoff baseball. It's like any sport in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So last night, I'm watching. I wanted to see Stamkos last night on his
Standing
return,
ovation.
right? Well, I had to watch it in French. Anyways, that's fine. So,
Not really.
well,
I'm French. I can say that.
yeah. I don't mind. I did it as a kid. I know what boot is, and I know enough
Hello.
words. You know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And so I totally forgot about the baseball game. Well, actually, I'm on the phone with Sherm, and it's like, dude, what's wrong with the Yankees? It was 4-0.
Early.
Yeah.
Early.
And it was 3-0. And I was like, and then they tacked one on, man. The Yankees, man, they ain't getting her done.
You know, I don't know how
Yeah.
I feel about that. I could care less who wins, to
Me
be
too.
honest with you. But I'd like to go 7, but now there's a room for a sweep. Heck yeah, I'm a Dodger fan.
if it's the Yankees getting swept,
Absolutely.
See, you guys are not. See, I'm appreciative of anybody that's good at what they do. So you can call me a bandwagon guy, but I've always
Right.
appreciated the Yankees with whatever 28
Yeah.
World Series titles. Dodgers are probably
Yeah,
up
they
there,
do what
right?
they
They
do.
probably got what 12, 14.
Uh-huh.
Something like that,
So
yeah.
I'm really pleased to see whoever wins there. But I love to see people be really good at things consistently, and the Yankees are pretty good, but they're not right now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I haven't seen one in Game 2, but our boy Freddie Freeman, good
Man.
Canadian boy.
Hell yeah.
Talk about it.
Oh boy, did he whack the shit out of.
Oh,
Yeah, woo.
see ya.
Yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
freaking, yeah, man.
talk
He's
about
one-
a dream for the MLB though, having LA and New York go head to head. in the
man.
World
Oh, my
Series.
God.
just
Doesn't
the
get better
money
than
that's,
that.
Hey,
the money
TV
that's
revenue.
rolling in.
Or Pink's Hot Dogs. I read an article.
Red
online.
Rockets.
Yeah, like they. Oh my God, Pink's Hot Dogs.
And Otani's still making more money than the entire
Like
MLB.
that's yeah, right.
You know,
At
we
$2
were
million
talking
a
about
year
that
that
the
he's
other
getting
day.
for two.
And somebody said to me, literally, this is on the weekend. Somebody said, "How much do you think he costs, or how much he makes to take a shit?"
Oh, dude.
And I said, "A couple grand."
He's probably lending ownership money.
Right.
Seriously, man.
Fellas, I'll get this one. I'll reimburse it. You know, I'll
want me to pay everybody's
I'll get her
salary
on the
this
back end.
Between him and that pitcher, I forgot the pitcher's name from Japan.
He's coming. Yakamoto or something?
Yeah. $1 billion are worth or what their total contracts are worth. $1 billion.
So they gave him $300 million. The pitcher.
The pitcher. Yep.
He's coming too, eh? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's obviously the Yankees and the Dodgers, they want a piece of him, but I think he's going to LA. That's what I heard. I don't know. I could be talking out my butt, but anyway, it's because
You
it's
never
baseball.
do that.
Well, it's going to be one of those teams that is willing to spend that kind of money, and it's the Dodgers. It's, you know what I mean? It's the Yankees, and was the Red Sox, and then they got rid of
the
that.
Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
And they still suck.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's for me and Herm, right? Yeah. That's a shot across the
Shout
bow
out there. Speaking about good, Mikey,
Heel.
you're on a 2-game win streak, bud.
2's a fluke, 3's a streak.
2's a fluke, 3's a streak. Okay, fair enough. I'm just trying to give you some
Count them
props,
when you
bud.
can, brother.
That's right. That's right. Take
You know?
them as you can get them.
We talked about this last week on the podcast. Your last homestand, first one, you kind of fell apart. We should have won.
Yep.
Game 2 on Saturday, good win. And then I think even better win in the OT on the Sunday, which was a nice deal.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. Getting a win like that, having to come back and get an OT.
And you guys are heading out to Louisiana Thursday morning,
Yep.
bright and early. I saw you guys' flight schedule.
7:30 a.m.
Just make
I'll
sure
tell you what,
don't text me when you guys are in your nice suits at the airport.
So is that confirmed?
That is, Mikey, we talked about this a week ago, bro. It's confirmed.
I just wanted to make sure. Just
It is
figured I'd
confirmed.
Circle back on that.
No, there's no circling back, but
Well, you got to wear suits on the road?
why do you think I'm not making the trip?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I guess Joe plays at home, too, so I'd probably stick around.
No, I would have went to Louisiana.
And have some, have some food there. Delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Wait
Yeah.
till you-
Hey, we already, we already did.
Yeah.
Out of season, man.
Oh, yeah.
Out of season. I was so disappointed because now we don't go back. We're going to have to play them in the playoffs, which is ideal, but
Crawfish are seasonal.
yeah.
Really?
Well, and they don't farm them. Like they don't. Like a lot of other places, but they farm them. But
Louisiana
they're either
Louisiana
fresh or-
doesn't farm?
Nope.
In wow.
The places we went to 2 different places over the course because we were there a lot last year. We went to a couple different places and then now I sat down. They're like, "Hey, no, it's out of season." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, sorry, I'm a visitor.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like I didn't know, and
Sorry,
I was
I'm not a
disappointed,
local
but-
yokel.
Sorry for being in Louisiana and wanting crawfish.
So Louisiana, when you go there, they're still undefeated.
No, I think they've lost once, haven't they?
They lost once.
Yeah, they lost.
Are
One.
they 8?
They lost to Atlanta opening game of the season.
Yeah,
Are they
I stand
8-1?
correct. Yeah, they did.
9-1.
9-1.
So that'll be a good test for you this weekend. Just make sure, Mikey, that your NAHL TV, the broadcast feed is right above your bench, and it's recording.
That's what I heard.
Tends to get guys in trouble.
You heard that? Eh?
You know what I mean.
so did the rest of the world.
So yeah, no, that'll be a good test for you when you go. You know what I mean? They got a good club. It'll be fun if you've never played there, which you haven't.
Mm-mm.
It's a very unique building, like we've talked about in the past, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be a good weekend and playing a team that's knocked us out of playoffs last year, second in the division. I mean, guys should be chomping
Who's
at the bit
first?
to get out there. Brahmas,
Brahmas.
13-0.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They haven't lost yet.
No.
Nope.
I know when I talked to Dan, he had said they tried to load that team up this year.
Oh, and they did.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. But
Yeah, a lot of false promises probably. We could do that too, but that's not how we roll.
Yeah, we could.
amen to that, Joe. But they are good. But it is what it is.
Shout out to Chaz Michael McMichael.
Shit. Speaking about good, Joe, you were 1-1 over the weekend.
I don't know if I'd call it
Shit the bed
good.
on Friday.
Oh, dude.
Another open netter for the visiting team. The pizza double pepperoni.
Double.
Pizza boy.
I had more pepperoni than pizza I've ever seen in my life.
Was Speedy's out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're not taking the mulligan on this.
No. I'd never been a part of that before. It was the first time in my life. I've seen it done. I don't
happens,
think I've
man.
ever
It
seen it
happens.
done live. I don't think I've ever seen it done live. That was the first time live. Our player, we had a goalie pulled, delayed penalty. Our player, sort of a no-look pass that it wasn't a drop pass. It was a no-look pass because it made it from their blue line to our net and in for the game-winning goal, which, you know what,
When's the last time that's happened on any level of hockey?
Utah.
happened a
NHL.
year ago.
Really?
Or 18 months ago.
This happened. Utah's
shit.
first goal, franchise
Oh,
goal.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Remember last year?
Well, I guess
Malkin
I
did it?
stand corrected.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
more
Malkin
common
did it?
than I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, I would probably say it happens once a year in the NHL, probably by maybe, I don't know.
So
I
it
I
happens,
was
man.
disappointed. I wasn't disappointed in the act. I wasn't disappointed in the goal. I was disappointed in the response. Like, it took a lot out of us, and I was standing there going, okay, guys, quit feeling sorry for yourselves,
Yeah.
and let's move forward, and they didn't. And that was the disappointing part, because you want to know something? Things happen in life, and that particular play, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, let's move on. I wasn't, hey,
It happens,
it
man.
happens. Like,
It's not about what happens.
No.
It's how
you
you
know,
react.
let's go. And that was the
Somebody's got to score to
disappointing
win,
part, but-
right? Like, as the cliche goes.
Correct. You know, and then to top it off, I got to say this. You know, you're going into Louisiana, which I've heard from right now that it's a great spot and it's a fun environment to play in. And I'm going to tell you what we just came out of.
Crickets.
We came out of playing out of a coffin, which is an absolute, oh my God. Honestly, I might say I'd rather go back and play in Wilkes-Barre, which I thought was the worst place I've ever played in my life. But my God, I feel bad for those players. I mean, maybe you can put this on your board all you want. It's the truth. There's 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 seats in that building, and I counted 63 people
Wow.
at the start of at the end of warm up on Friday night, and that is just too big of a facility, nothing to have any kind of atmosphere, because let's face it, fans help. They get
Yeah.
you going. They can, and there's nights where I told them on Thursday morning, I literally interrupted their morning coffee at 9:00, and I brought them together and I said, guys, like we're going into a funeral,
Yeah.
and we got to find a way to find some emotion in this, and it's not an easy thing to do. And we talked about it, and then we went out, we laid an egg, and there's no excuse, but I know we tried to do our part, and obviously didn't do enough. And then even quite honestly, our response the next night wasn't any better. I don't think. I was pretty disappointed. I know we got the result, but I was really happy with the way that
watching it, their netminder played pretty good.
Oh my God, he was outstanding.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
There's
he
some-
stopped Ryder great. He stopped horses 3 times point blank, where I feel bad for Ryder because he's looking for that. But outstanding.
Yeah.
He was an outstanding goalie. Like we didn't give up Saturday. We outchanced them probably 3-1 on Saturday, even though I think we might have outchanced them again on Friday night, but we didn't play well.
Right.
But their goalie was outstanding. He really was. He made some stops, especially Friday night, because Ryder he had 3-point blankers, and the goalie came across out of nowhere and stopped it.
Yeah,
So
man. There was some.
He
nice
was
plays.
probably the difference, even though we weren't good, but we were good enough to.
Oh, for sure. From the outside looking in,
Yeah,
he was the difference.
He was the difference, and then he was even really good on Saturday. But
Yeah.
I find that place to be a very difficult place to play hockey. I
Well,
really do.
I thought the third goal on Friday was a pretty fortunate bounce for them too. The way that puck bounced in the air to that kid on the power play.
It did, and we went to surround. In fact, I was teaching that yesterday morning. We went to surround, and we weren't committed to the surround, where there was a pounce off the ball. He had a loose puck, and the guy corralled it, and then there was some pressure, but there wasn't committed pressure. And then there was a couple whacks, and ended up going to the guy on the goal line who attacked the net, and the rest is history. But we watched that as my point.
No, like, and one thing that I've noticed too, and correct me if I'm wrong, we got to shoot the puck more.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Like we'll be going down on 2-on-1s, and you're freaking point blank top of the circle in between the hash, and we're looking for a between the stick skate pass on the guy's backhand. You know what I mean? Like, I shoot the puck. Shoot
Quit
it.
passing up.
So
B plus
the-
is looking for the A plus.
The goal on
There you go.
Friday night. I'm commentating the goal from behind the bench, and he picks the puck up on a loose puck, and before he gets to the blue line, I'm have an understanding of where the defenseman is and what's the guy driving to the net. So it's a 2-on-1, and I start yelling, "Shoot it!" And he shot it right in the net.
Yeah.
And then there's like 3 kids on the bench that turn around and look at me, and I'm like, "If you'd listen more often."
You gotta shoot the puck, man.
But shoot the puck. There's no mistakes when you shoot it.
As long,
Like-
unless you miss the net.
Well, but
And it comes around, and you got a 2-on-1
got
coming the other
2-on-1
way.
the other way. But
whatever.
Like there's nothing wrong. It doesn't go in
Shoot
the
the
net.
puck.
There's no chance of going in the net if you don't shoot it. Right, 100% of the
and
chances
the
you don't
first
take
goal,
don't go in.
whatever, on the
Wayne
2-on-1,
Gretzky.
was it the shorthanded one where he scored? And like,
Michael Scott.
it's like when he shot the puck, he was on his left-hand side, right? And he was a lefty.
Yeah,
He didn't even pick a corner.
no, he just shot
It
it.
just shot in it kind of between his pad and wherever it went in. I'm
Yeah.
like, shoot the puck.
Shoot it.
Man, so many times.
How do you think I got 75 G's in Puppy? Shooting the puck.
clappers?
No, well, yeah, that too.
You know what I had them do yesterday. This was fun yesterday. We've had a good couple of days, but yesterday I said to everyone we were doing it. We were doing something very specific the entire practice. In fact, did it again today. But yesterday I prepared everything, but I didn't prepare a warm up drill. So
all right.
here our goalies
Who needs to
don't
warm
get a
up,
shot.
Joe?
So we go on the ice and I was like, oh geez, our goalies. So we do that drill, right? One guy down the wall. Second guy down to the dot, into the middle, right and down. And I'm like, I have never done such a stupid drill in all my life. And one of the kids yells, AAA drill. So now this drill, which is totally, like, it's just so menial. Like, there's nothing to it. So now this morning, like, I came out this morning, we were doing the same thing, and I was like, hey, guys, you know what I forgot today? And they're like, what, about the goalies, coach? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, AAA. So we didn't do that one, but it ended up being pretty funny. But it's about shooting the puck. Just shoot the puck.
Goalies didn't get warmed up enough putting the pegs in.
No.
I know,
right?
That's a feat in itself.
Yeah.
Like, and so Mike looks at me and goes, I guess today should be pretty easy. Hey, coach. And I was like, stand there, brother. I don't think they got a shot. The rest of we were out there. I don't know. They got some shots at the end, but what we did, it was. But it's
What you were working on was going well. They shouldn't get any shots.
Yeah.
It did go well.
That's good.
So then your practice plan's working, Joe.
No, because here's what's going to happen. This is what I said to Sherm after. I was like, whatever we don't work on this week is going to be our downfall on Friday. So today I totally switched gears and I went, you know what? I'm going to hit it again.
How about the
Same
power
thing
play,
as
coach?
yesterday. Oh, don't get me started there. And so, but there's going to be one thing that we do, whether it be back checking, whether it be something within how we need to play that we're not going to get to because we're going to be out of time. And that's going to cost us something on Friday or Saturday. And you have to cover every task. And
It's hard to touch everything, especially when one thing's pissing you off.
yes.
Yeah.
And you got to figure out today. We had D zone coverage, we had PK, and I scrapped it all and went right back to neutral zone, NZO, NZF, and said, hey, we need some more attention on this. And then you watch, we'll probably be really good in the neutral zone, but when they get in our D zone, we'll probably
just be a flood.
If the neutral zone's good enough, they won't get to the.
See, that's
man
the plan.
man on man.
Right? That's the plan.
Find a guy. So speaking about this weekend, Joe, Colorado Grit are coming in.
For 2 or 3?
2. We're big time now, bud. We don't do 3-game series anymore.
No, I know, because we got to spend $15,000 and go back there again. So anyway, next clip.
Colorado Grit coming in. I don't know. They've fallen in the standings from where they started.
They have?
I believe so.
Who's that?
But you know they're a better hockey club all around. New coaching staff. They whatever happened there, they gassed or he quit or whatever. I shouldn't say new. He's been around for a month or so now.
I would have to think they got whatever their decision was to make the change as a coach, that they've now figured out whatever the transition is. And I thought that they had more skill set a year ago.
Yeah.
But I thought they were a better team opening weekend. They went through the coaching change the weekend that our second
were up
weekend there.
Yeah.
So we started there, and then our 18-day trip ended there. And I
Which you went 2-0, by the way.
yeah, and I wasn't.
You guys had an 18-day road trip?
Oh, so you didn't miss me, eh? Oh, okay.
No, I did.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't.
Yeah, no. Well, that's a given. So I'm anxious. We were really trending in the right direction. I really was really impressed with parts of our game on Friday night before the break, and then our Saturday night. Like, we didn't stick to our process to win on the Friday night, and then Saturday night against Lone Star, and then we did, and we played really well, and then we had a break, and you can't keep that momentum. It's so difficult to keep that momentum, and now last weekend it was sort of we had to start it again, and we started wrong, and we got the result on Saturday night, but we still weren't direction we want to go. So we're really taking some time this week to focus on some of the things that are going to help our players understand what we're ultimately asking or we're hoping.
Yeah.
And that's been 2 good days. We got a lot to do in the next 2 days. But I like the fact that we're not playing Lone Star again. I want to, and I don't mean that in a disrespect.
Right.
I just mean that when you make a mistake against Lone Star, it's going in your net, and you need to play a much more perfect game, and hockey's imperfect. So I'm not saying any disrespect to Colorado, because that's not it, but we need to get some our mojo back and get some momentum going and then be faced with some more difficult tasks. And sometimes, as we all know, in seasons and schedules, that we don't get that. Sometimes we melt to the pressures of what's going on around us, and that's really what we're trying to avoid with our group. We got a younger group in a lot of ways, but they're good kids, and I'm excited to come to the rink. So
is that a double down on systems this week, or a mentality thing, or an identity thing?
You know, honestly, I've realized that. In fact, I was talking to Zeus about it this morning. You know, I'm old, and I got to meet them halfway, and I got to teach, and they want to be taught. You know, and there's days where my ability allows me to do that, and there's other days where I'm just so demanding that I forget that. And so really what this is I've said for 2 years that I've wanted to be better in the neutral zone, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
And so finally yesterday morning I was like, you know what? That's what we're going to do. That's where we're going to focus, and that's where we're going to get better. Then I think it will help our game on both offensively and defensively, where if we can come through offensively smoothly and then defensively we get the puck back before we defend, it's sort of my thinking. Now, am I right?
Right.
It's the most overlooked zone in hockey.
It is, and I'm tired of ignoring it. Where if you look at really good teams, where are they great?
It's the hardest. It's the hardest thing to teach.
Both sides of it, right? Both sides. Like I'm smooth going through it, and I'm good getting it back. And so we've really. And then today when we came off, we videotaped it. So I had Sherm videotape it, and we had, I don't know how many clips we had. Oh my God, 41.
Yeah.
So I literally only got through half of it before I left to come here, and they were finishing it up as I left. But I really thought this is so fresh in your mind that, hey, this is great. Hey, this needs, you know. So it's just different. I'm just trying something different. That,
I like that.
You know, that I don't know.
Switch it up, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Joe, it'll be a good weekend for you. You know, with whatever comes. You're getting a lot of requests for tickets. It should be a pretty busy place this weekend too, so it'll be good.
Oh, I'm
Halloween
super excited.
weekend.
My sister's coming.
That's right.
My sister
awesome.
called me, and we don't get to see each other a lot. My sister has 4 kids. She's 2 years older than I am. She has 4 kids. She's a principal. And she calls me like 3 weeks ago and says, hey. I'm like, what? She goes, I'm coming. I was
That's
like, what?
awesome.
So I pick her up at 1:30 on Friday, and she's leaving Monday. So I'm really looking forward to my sister getting to meet everybody and seeing where I'm at right now. I mean, she knows my life, but she doesn't always, you know, with our lives, what they being, we don't get a chance. Other than the summer times, we don't get a huge chance to spend a lot of time together. So we got no kids, and I'm sure she'll want to shop. And I was thinking about it last night, going, oh my God, I'm gonna have to take my sister shopping because I hate shopping.
Well,
so it's all good.
There's
but,
always good stuff in the Rhino merch. I'll tell you that right now.
That's right.
we're gonna come to Deadbeach too.
Yeah, no, Deadbeach, you can't beat this.
Mike and I were talking earlier how good the food is here.
Awesome.
Phenomenal.
And so we're coming back. We're going to come maybe Saturday night.
Yeah, well, they have a party, man.
Yeah.
So speaking about Deadbeach, we talked about it a little bit before at the beginning of the podcast. It is their 9th anniversary party that they're hosting here at 3200 DeRosno, which is the 1-year anniversary for this location, where they make and do they make the beer, and you know, they're going to have a lot of festivities for anybody. All ages, kids, you're welcome, mom and dad. So if you want to come bring the kids, you know, it's going to start around 3 p.m. on Saturday, November 2nd to around midnight, give or take, depending how good the party's going. how good the lager's going. Maybe we'll stop here after the game, Joe.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Hey?
That's a good idea.
Bring your sister here.
Yeah, I'm thinking just
You know,
my sister's not a big drinker either. Like she might have one. Like,
Either?
Well,
DJ
I drank
Cap?
enough for the both of us for a lot of years, and no, her husband's a good dude and likes his wine. He's Italian and loves his wine, and she just. I
That's
think my
awesome,
sister.
man.
Honestly,
Well,
here's the story. I think my sister got drunk once in college, and she got an underage drinking ticket.
Wow.
And I don't think she's drank since.
Really?
I
That'll
don't know
do
if
it
she's
to
been
you.
inebriated since. I'll have to ask her. But I just remember her having to pay a hefty fine, and I don't think she's ever drank since.
Well, what a great place to fall right back off the line.
No,
Have
but
a root beer.
Big party here on Saturday. They got DJ Johnny Cage up here, Feel Good DJ. You know, they got Saving Bandit, Odd Lab Performance, and Damien Isaac Band. That's going to be on the main stage throughout the course of the evening, and then on the
Are they
on the
shutting road
D-Day.
down?
Yeah, so if you in the parking lot when
the
you walk
MDA?
out,
Around the MDA?
I don't know if they're going to shut it down, but you know, so they got a DJ stage, they got the main stage. There's a lot of stuff going on, and they got
I hope
obviously
for Deadbeach's sake that they don't have a train there.
Right?
That'll
Yeah,
kill
stop
some
the
business.
traffic.
It took us 15 minutes to get here from the rink today. It should have been 7.
And then they got their delicious
They got brunch.
Sunday birthday brunch that they're going to have here too, which is going to be good. Again, they're going to, a live omelet station with all their fixing eggs, biscuit gravy,
omelet guy.
chiquili, the bacon, all the good stuff.
Hey?
And then Deadbeach is going to be at the game on Friday night, and they're the host of host of the Day of the Dead jerseys, which are sick. So these will be up for auction on the weekend, and they're the jersey sponsors for it. I don't know, Mikey, if you want to stand up and since you're on the end there.
No, I can.
I don't know. Maybe
Well,
you can
I can
stand
show
up and
my-
just kind of broadcast your jersey. Pretty sick jerseys,
No,
man.
you guys have done Day of the Dead. This is the first year I've been here since we've done
We've
Day
done
of the
it.
Dead.
Yeah,
Right?
we've done it
We
before.
haven't done it previously, I don't think.
I
in the
can't
2
remember
years
last
I've
time
been
we've
here.
done it, but it's a huge one.
Yeah.
They're awesome. The jersey
It's a big.
Ron's done a good job.
It's a big.
Day of the Dead,
Yeah.
huge here.
Yeah, huge. Yeah,
Huge
yeah,
here.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
an awesome holiday.
So on Friday they're going to be at the
Yeah.
game. They're going to be sampling Rhino beer, which is a Chocolago beer, which is a lighter beer. They're going to be at our facility doing sampling on Friday night. So Deadbeach has got a lot going on.
Right
And
on.
they're
This is a beautiful place, isn't it?
it's not like
Yeah, it's
we've
unbelievable.
walked around it. So anybody that hasn't come by the location, 3200 Durazno, and get a tour, you can come in and tour the facility. You don't have to buy anything. You can just come in and walk around and maybe fall down, hurt yourself, and get a free meal. I don't know. I'm
We
just
already
kidding.
tried that already. We got a root beer.
We got a root beer.
now I just got a scrape knee.
But no, they've done a great job with this facility, and it's absolutely amazing. And they've been one of our sponsors the last few years, and they've been gracious us to do this. And thank you for hosting us here for this week's podcast, Dougie Gilmore, number
39.
So I asked this before: is it a Gretzky tuck or a Doug Gilmore tuck?
No
It's
question.
got to be the Gretzky talk.
Gretzky. Don't worry, Mom. I won't be with you. What I mean? I think we got something coming where we're going to taste that off air.
Are
but
we?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
We're not going to sample. They got an event here that they're setting up for. There's always something going on here, and it's crazy. But
I did a podcast over here 2 years ago with Tyler, and I forget what it was. Right around there. It was in their
Yeah.
offices. It wasn't here. It was
No.
interesting.
Well, this is the second one. Well, we talked about it earlier. The second one we've done with this backdrop, and it's simply awesome.
Yeah.
They've always got something going on. So kudos to Deadbeach. You guys are doing a bang-up job. And
Right on.
again, thanks for having us, and thanks for being such a wonderful host to us. Mikey, good luck this weekend in Louisiana.
you.
Hope you kick some ass. And again, remember what's above. If you got something to talk about, make sure you muffle it.
Always.
You know what I mean? Because they're out to get you. Joe, good luck this weekend,
Thank you,
man.
brother.
Good luck this weekend. You say what you say. Do what you do.
Yeah, Joe, keep it down over there.
Just make sure you give yourself a haircut this weekend, Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your sister's coming into town.
I'll clean her up tonight, brother.
Sister's coming into town.
You know
but
what? All you have to do is give a guy a tap, and he should know.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
man.
no! See, that's why we just talked about. That's why we're doing what we're doing today, is because there's no aspect that doesn't need to be taught.
That's a
Yeah,
good
100,
point.
right.
And believe me, so we had this clip right there where I'm like, okay, see this right here? Like, yeah. I said, that guy's head should have come clean off. And so here's my point. I said, that's how we played the game. I fully understand how you play it. So as long as we get a turnover right there, I'm good. So that's me meeting them halfway, because I know. I said, Jacob Trouba. I said, I recruited Jacob Trouba to play for us in 2010. He went to the U.S. development team.
Ever heard of him?
And I said,
Who is
and what
he?
does he do?
Kills guys.
Kills people
For a living.
and then passes it to the
Then gets
forward.
traded.
Like, yeah, I don't. He didn't want to play in the United States. He made it clear before he got drafted. But anyway, it's just a difference between, us being older and them being younger, where we have to close that gap, and we need to understand where they're coming from. They don't get contact until they're 14. So it's just trying to close that gap is all.
But for those that are listening, this weekend when we play at home against the Colorado Grid, it is always a physical series. So I'm not saying there's going to be any fisticuffs, but chances are there's going to be some more than not, which I hope, because I'm a big fan of it. I don't promote it, but I'm a big fan.
We got Kimball.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah, Kimball.
Cookie Kimball.
But anyway, guys,
Kimbo
appreciate you
Slice.
guys jumping on, taking time out of your day. I know, Joe, you got a lot of stuff going on. Mikey, you're getting ready to leave. Aaron, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Amanda, you're awesome. And especially Deadbeach. Appreciate you guys. Some root beer. Delicious. Unfortunately, I can't drink it because I got a lot of stuff going on with my system.
Healthy heel.
Just take an
healthy
extra,
heel now.
take an
Health-
extra shot.
You're
You're good.
I'm just going to wet my lips and just
It's fantastic.
It's delicious. Not gonna lie to you. Where's
That's
my
like
pills? Where's my
Oreos and
pills?
white milk.
Anyway, guys, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you guys. Remember, take care. Keep your stick on the ice. We'll talk to you later.
Nailed that.